Have you ever found yourself stuck in a place, not being able to find your music? You endlessly scrolling through your playlist and like songs, trying to find the same amount of enjoyment that you felt when you first heard a song? This seems to be a common issue among everyone. I get this problem myself a lot. I just can't seem to find my next new artist that I fall in love with. After a while, I do end up finding some great new artists I fall in love with. Using these methods, I want to talk to you about today. Hopefully this list can help you discover new artists or even new genres you never thought of taking a listen to. The method that has the greatest success rate for me personally would have to be albumoftheyear.com. AOTY is a great way to see all the opinions of critics and users all in one place. The website is extremely active and has a great community of well-informed music listeners. If you seem to have a similar taste to others, you can take a look at their profile to view what other music they are listening to. Users and critics will rate and review an album, and that rating is averaged together with other users and critics to determine the final score. This website is what put me on to musicians like Tame, Impala, Machine Girl, FK Twigs, and Portishead. I highly recommend this method of finding new music and maybe even sharing your opinion to others. If you want to follow me and look at the albums I like in more detail, consider clicking on the link in the description and follow my AOTY page. It's no discussion that streaming platforms are the main form of music consumption at the moment. Their success is due to its accessibility to listeners, and it's relatively cheap. This makes it easier for independent musicians to show their music to the world. Most streaming platforms, if not all, have some sort of way of recommending new music based off of the music you listen to. Spotify is a great example. The way I listen to music is listen to an entire album and then pick my favorites out of the bunch. Spotify has sections called New Releases for You and Album Picks. These two sections have helped me discover artists such as Lil Ugly Mane, Code Orange, Arca, and The Garden. The recommendations almost never disappoint. I know other platforms such as Apple Music, Google Play Music, and SoundCloud all have some sort of way of recommending new stuff to the listener based on what they already listen to. I personally only use Spotify. However, another streaming platform I use for my new music is Bandcamp. Bandcamp is a great way to find underground music that is not lucky enough to make it onto the bigger scene of streaming platforms. This is how I discovered JPEGMAFIA's older mixtapes under his former name, Devon Hendryx. YouTube is a great way to find new music. It offers a way for users to share their opinion and share what music they believe is being overlooked. My favorite way to discover music on YouTube is by watching The Needle Drop. Anthony Fantano provides magnificent, in-depth reviews of thousands of albums, spanning across every genre. Anthony Fantano has turned me on to amazing artists such as JPEGMAFIA, City Morgue, Sophie, Danny Brown, Charli XCX, BROCKHAMPTON, and so many other of my favorite bands and projects ever. A way that most people might actually overlook is just talking to other people around them. Talk to your parents, friends, peers, workers at music shops, anyone. This might be one of the greatest tools to find new music because if you talk to people who already know you, they might have a good idea of what music you enjoy and they can base the music they recommend to you around your preferences. This is actually how I found out about great artists like Pearl Jam, Gorillaz, and The Cars. Well, that has been my top methods on how I get to new music, but there are still so many other ways that I would love to talk about. Just let me know down in the comments if you would like to see the music that I would recommend to others, or other methods of finding new music. This has been my first video talking about music, and I would love to talk about music more, since it's such a big passion of mine. I really hope these methods work to your advantage, and thank you for watching.